Wrestling Rampage here, back with another video.
We are back with another video. This is Wrestling Rampage. I'm Joey.
I'm Tommy.
Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Wrestling Rampage 2. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestle Rampage, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. You never know what type of videos we're going to be bringing to you next. Today, we're going to be doing a video on, and this was it wasn't a question. Well, it was a question by our good friend Brita35. He wanted us to answer a question about WCW. And we wanted to take that question and we wanted to make a whole video on it. So that's what we're going to do. And as you can tell by the title, it is Top 10 Reasons Why WCW Went Out of Business.
Yes.
And we'll go ahead and start with the first reason.
No women wrestlers.
Yes. Back in 2000, 2001, all you had was, you had the Nitro Girls, which they didn't wrestle.
If you want to see that, fucking watch a fucking football or basketball game.
Yeah, they had cheerleaders. Then you had Stacy Keibler, who wasn't a trained wrestler.
Yes.
Actually, she came from the Nitro Girls.
Yes.
Then you had,
Tori Wilson.
Now don't get me wrong. Stacy Keibler was hot when she was Miss
yes.
Hancock, though.
Oh, yes. And then you had Tori Wilson, who was basically a valet.
You had Tigress, who was, she was with the Filthy Animals.
Yes.
Well, she was also a Nitro Girl, too.
And you had Major Guns with Misfits in Action.
And all she would do is take off her clothes, which I had no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, neither. And you had Daphne with David Flair and Crowbar.
But they didn't really wrestle.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
And if they did wrestle, it was a fucking shitty match.
And it was on Saturday night that nobody was watching. They did have one on Nitro or Thunder. You know, I mean,
unless it was a Medusa match.
Yeah, Medusa or Mona.
Yeah.
Which was Molly Holly. They didn't really show or give any showcase whatsoever towards the women. Well, they didn't really have any women wrestlers, really. So I mean, that's one reason. Number 9 is Goldberg's first loss.
Yes. Goldberg's first loss. It was because Goldberg's first loss to Kevin Nash, of course. But it was how they did it.
Wasn't Kevin Nash the booker at that time?
Yep. And
he booked himself to beat Goldberg when Goldberg had the most impressive undefeated streak probably ever.
Yep, and it's how they did it. Bam Bam Bigelow came in there, and then here comes Disco Inferno, like he has not anything to do with anything. No one gave two shits. All Goldberg did was spear him, and he got folded up like an accordion. And then here comes Scott Hall and a fucking security. He shot with a fucking...
Well, hold on. Drunken Scott Hall.
Yeah, drunken Scott Hall. With a fucking stun gun. Stuns Bill Goldberg. And then Kevin Nash powerbombs him and beats him. So, it was fucking stupid.
It was fucking stupid. Then, number 8. Which is Eric Bischoff.
Yes.
And we're not talking about Eric Bischoff as the president.
Yes.
Because he actually did some good stuff.
Yes, he did.
Because Turner was losing money before Bischoff.
And Eric Bischoff made him money.
And Eric Bischoff turned the company around and made WCW a profitable organization.
Yes.
And a real competitor to the WWF at the time. But we're talking about Eric Bischoff when he first started getting the WCW, the old WWF guys, bringing in them.
Bringing in Savage, Hogan, Hall, Nash. Fuck, he even brought in Virgil. He brought in Virgil. Virgil! He brought in fucking Virgil.
He brought in all these guys, all these old timers, and not all of them are old, but I mean, like, some of them were past their prime.
Yeah.
He was paying them good money, like money than they deserve, which we're gonna get into that later.
Yeah.
But and he would listen to these guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know that Nash and Hall was always in his ear. Hogan was always in his ear.
You need to get so and so in here. Yeah,
you need to fire so and so,
yeah.
and all that stuff. He would listen to people that he shouldn't have been listening to.
Yes.
And, you know, like, he had a big ego.
Yeah, because he beat WWE 85 weeks in a row and said, we ain't even got to worry. We're going to put him out of business.
I guarantee you this week Vince is going to be out of business. That's what Jericho was saying.
Well, he had a fucking meeting every fucking week.
Yeah. I guarantee this week they're going to be out of business. Well, next week come and Vince is on television still. But and then
come on, Chris Jericho was cheering for the fucking WWF guys.
Exactly. And another thing was Eric Bischoff wasn't a big fan of women's wrestling, which was our number 10 reason.
Yep.
So he didn't really want to put women wrestlers out there. So.
Yeah.
But number 8 was Eric Bischoff for simple faults. Number 7 is the old guys on top.
Yes. The old guys on top. Lex Luger, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, fucking Bret Hart, fucking
Roddy Piper,
Ric Flair,
Ultimate Warrior.
Which
that was a really short stint, but he was there though.
You know, there was not many young guys that were on top there, except name one besides Goldberg and Page.
And Booker T.
There is
Can't
none.
really name one.
Yeah, who you gonna name? Lance Storm?
I would rather have Lance Storm.
In 2000 they didn't have nobody.
Yes, that is right. Then we go to
when they were start pushing the younger guys in 2000, it was too late.
Yeah. Because I mean, you sit there and you beat these guys and you make them into fucking jobbers and nobody cares about them.
Yeah.
So you're already
come on,
right
Hogan
there.
working with fucking Billy Kidman.
Shit,
Billy Kidman ain't gonna draw you flies.
Number 6 was Time Warner.
Yes. Time Warner didn't like wrestling,
which they bought out Ted Turner's.
Yes. And then another thing that killed fucking WCW was standards and practices, you know.
Which was also Time Warner.
You know. It's not a foreign object. It's an inanimate object. And then, don't drink beer, but you can drink cough syrup. And fucking stupid.
I'm surprised that they got away with some of the stuff that they did get away with.
Yeah.
Like Viagra on a pole.
Yeah.
And Stacy Keibler dancing.
Where were standards and practices there?
But Time Warner didn't want to be involved with wrestling. They didn't want wrestling on their networks.
Even though it was still their highest rated show, even when they were failing.
But they didn't want to be a part of the wrestling business. So
and here's the thing, WCW was failing at the time and they were still their number 1 rated program.
Then we go to number 5.
Ed Ferrara and Vince Russo.
The 2 turncoats from the WWF.
You know.
The writers.
Yes.
Who created Stone Cold and created The Rock and The Undertaker and Kane.
Yeah. And then once they went to fucking WCW, what did we get? We got fucking Oklahoma. With fucking generic J. Higgs barbecue sauce. And fucking we get goddamn fucking... And we get fucking Vince Russo winning the WCW title. And we get the fucking Kiss Demon. Boy, was he the shits. And we get goddamn fucking the artist formerly known as Prince Iaukea.
Nobody gave a shit.
And we get fucking Norman Smiley dressed as fucking baseball get up and shit like that. And we get what else did Vince Russo want to do? Oh, Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. Boy, that was a good one.
Viagra on a pole match.
And everything on a pole. I think Vince Russo loves taking it up the ass with poles. I don't know.
And Ed Ferrara pretty much.
And Ed Ferrara fucking bashing Jim Ross. What are you talking about, Ed? I haven't seen you do a goddamn thing. All I see you is with your Whoopi Goldberg hair. In TNA, let me tell you, you didn't last long there either.
Which all Ed was a kiss ass to Russo.
Yeah. Here's your papers, Vance. Let me kiss that ass.
That's pretty much what he said. Because he was a writer for Duckman.
Yeah, well, he probably fucked Duckman for all I know.
But, yeah, just stupid ideas. They made WCW executives think that they made these superstars in the WWF.
Which they did.
Which they didn't. Because you know what? This is the one thing that WWF had that WCW didn't, and that was Vince McMahon.
Yes.
At that time.
Who knew good ideas and bad ideas.
At that time.
Yeah.
Currently, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them.
Yeah.
Maybe old timers. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But at that time,
Vince knew good ideas and bad ideas.
It's Vince's call.
Yeah.
If Vince wants you to get over, you're going to get over.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, Vince Russo, Ed Ferrara, WCW is yours.
Yeah.
Do with it what you wish.
Paying them a whole bunch of money.
Then we get into number 4. David Arquette winning the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. A slap in the face to every wrestler that ever held that title.
It was a slap to the face to every person that held that WCW World Heavyweight title.
Going back to the NWA, too.
It was a slap in the face to Dusty Rhodes. It was a slap in the face to fucking Ric Flair. It was a slap to face to fucking Harley Race.
Ricky Steamboat.
Everyone that held that WCW World Heavyweight title.
Not only the former champions, it was a slap in the face to the wrestling fans.
Yes.
To think this fucking
washed up
actor
who sucked in Ready to Rumble, who had his finger up his ass like he liked it. And fucking being with Jimmy King, let me tell you, all he did was drink beer. And
well, I'll rule you after I finish these here beers.
And fucking David Arquette as the WCW World Heavyweight Champion was a fucking joke. And yeah, I understand you wanted some fucking media attention. Well, that's the wrong media attention.
You just made your company look like shit.
Your company, and people laughed at it. People laughed at it.
Like,
it was fucking hilarious. David Arquette. No wonder he got the WCW title, probably because all the goddamn bigwigs were fucking Courtney Cox. That's probably one reason. And it was fucking embarrassment. Like, a fucking stick man is going to win the WCW World title who's never been in the gym before in his life.
I mean,
I haven't either,
but then again, I'm not WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, that's like saying Santino Marella, a fan could walk in and win the WCW World title. And it was the only thing David Arquette did do good in WCW is he didn't make one dime off of it. He gave it to the families of Owen Hart and Brian Pillman. But
I mean, it was just it was stupid. It was. I know WCW was looking for media attention to make WCW bigger and bigger, but they made their company look like a joke.
Yeah.
In the process of doing that. Then we get into number 3, which was another joke. The Fingerpoke of Doom.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys watched our last 5 questions with Wrestling Rampage.
Oh, I got more on this motherfucker.
Go right ahead.
Fucking Fingerpoke of Doom, it's the same night as Mick Foley winning the world title. And you hear Tony Schiavone, oh, you don't want to change to our competition? Their show has been taped. We're live. You don't want to change. Mick Foley, who wrestled here as Cactus Jackson, will win the world title. Yeah, put a lot of butts in the seats. Yeah, it sure did, Tony. And to be honest, And people didn't change the channel at the time, probably. Fucking right when Kevin Nash, and this was when Hogan was coming out of retirement in his fucking black slacks and fucking dress shirt, fucking black bandana, thinking he's the man with fucking duct tape on his fucking hands. And fucking here comes Kevin Nash out, and they're all standing there face to face, and fucking Nash pushes them, and fucking here comes the goddamn punch, the big flip, the big touch. It's like goddamn God touched you. You know,
He takes
big
the
lightning
bump.
bolt, and fucking
Takes the bump and
takes a
loses the
great bump, and fucking what's going on here, huh? What do you think's going on, Tony? They're fucking embarrassing the company. They took a big old frosted shit on the WCW Monday Night Show live at TNT mat and pulled their fucking pants down and took a shit on WCW. And that's how much credibility that gave to the title, just like David Arquette did. And then they all come and cheer and fucking have a big parade. And fucking here comes fucking Goldberg getting squashed. Add that to the process. And then fucking people were like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I would rather watch
And then fucking people change the channel and they see a fucking great match with The Rock and Mankind's like, hey, that's way better than fucking... That's when I changed the fuck. I didn't watch the Fingerpoke of Doom anyway. Because I was tired of WCW to begin with.
We're sure going to get into that here soon. Fingerpoke of Doom.
That's one way to kill it.
And then they jack off about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mighty touch.
Yeah.
Oh,
They fucking jack off about the next week.
Then we get into number 2, guaranteed contracts.
Yep.
You're and this is what the bullshit was. They're paying these guys multi-million-dollar contracts, and some of them don't show up. They show up fucked up.
Yep.
I'm not going to do the job, motherfucker. I'm paying you this fucking money. You're going to do that fucking job.
And then with
the guaranteed contracts, they don't have to do that job.
Yeah. And then Hogan had creative control, and then and then let's say you go to Thunder, they'll be like, oh, I don't want to work, my knee's blown. How was your knee blown about a week ago? I don't want to do Thunder. That's a day off for me. Well, and that's why Thunder was the shits. And but WWF had SmackDown. They had their top guys on there.
Mm-hmm.
WCW did not have any top guys on there.
You had your B players.
You had your fucking B players. That's why Thunder was the shits.
These people would have multi-million-dollar contracts.
And get away with everything.
Away with everything.
Hey, why don't you bring in Dennis Rodman so I can make another payday and not work for it?
Yeah, because they bring in bigger stars and be like, well, since we brought in him, we got to pay up
you
Hogan
gotta pay me
and
a little bit
Nash and
more.
Hall and all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, pay me more.
You know, and the guaranteed contracts with creative control, just like you said, it's fucking stupid.
Bullshit.
Because you have to go over the whole match with them, and if they don't like it...
Yeah, fucking, like fucking Bash of the Beach 2000.
Which you can go and look at that incident.
Fucking Hogan wanted to win, He pulled his creative control card, and then they came up with the finish. They wanted to give the title to Booker T. And that's why Jeff Jarrett was going to feud with Booker T, but Hogan had a match with him. And then they put Booker T in there. And fucking Hulk Hogan goes, this doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, you know what, motherfucker?
Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's either you work or you can take a powder. I don't give a fuck what you do with your mustache.
I'm paying you this multi-million-dollar fucking contract, and you're
going
to tell me you're not going to do the fucking job I'm paying you to do?
Fucking
you
Hogan
kiss my
gives
fucking
you a line.
ass.
Hogan gives you a line. It doesn't work for him, brother.
Well, you motherfucker, you can get to stepping, and I'm going to keep my fucking money.
Well, go make another sex tape then, because
Which
ain't
leads
us
us into number 1.
Yep.
The new
NWO
World Order.
Not the NWO from Hall, Nash, and Hogan. No, I'm talking about when fucking everybody, even the hot dog vendor, joined the NWO.
They got Virgil.
They even got Virgil. They even probably even the Coke Man joined the NWO. Coca-Cola joined the NWO. Fucking Pepsi joined the NWO. Fucking Fucking the hot dog vendor over there joined the NWO.
The cotton candy vendor.
The fucking security guard joined the NWO. Fucking Doug Dillinger joined the NWO.
Everybody joined the NWO. They would beat up the WCW guys.
They would beat up the WCW guys and fucking jack off and fucking
get paid these multi-million-dollar guaranteed contracts.
And interfere in fucking all the fucking matches, and they ask why WCW wasn't that good. Because every 5 seconds, every fucking match. And you see Virgil, I don't do nothing baby. and you see fucking Stevie Ray, and then after the NWO NWO Black and White were Hammoneggerville. Here we got Horace Hogan, we got Stevie Ray, we got Vincent. Oh man, what a great NWO.
Oh, Brian Adams at that time.
Yeah, too. Brian Adams. Thank God he left at that time.
It was just bad.
And fucking NWO was the shits. I hated that that was the worst stable I ever seen in my fucking life. I hate the NWO. Every fucking time you turn on the goddamn Nitro, right when after the fucking Nitro fucking intro comes, what do we hear?
They would ruin title matches. Matches. Go in there. You could have a good match. They'll fuck it up.
And every fucking segment we hear, new world order, new world order.
It was cool. It was cool for the first year. And then after that, it
got tired, man. I got tired. It's like every fucking week.